Podketeers.
I've been thinking a lot about the 10-year anniversary of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I started thinking back on like old episodes and thinking back on like all the stuff that we've covered and all the things we've done and everything. And obviously for me personally, the last few years have been a little different when it has come to my park consumption, right? I went from essentially being able or having the energy to go every weekend to feeling like going once a year is a chore because of how much it takes out of me, right?
Yeah.
And so I've been trying to figure out, like 10 years is a long time. Like, what are we going to do to celebrate? We talked a little bit about getting some T-shirts and getting some stickers. And we talked about getting some 3-inch buttons, right? Because when we first started the podcast, the buttons were like a really big thing.
Yep.
For anyone that's in the FGP squad that never got an I'm listening button, we modeled the button after the button, like the happy birthday button and all that stuff, the happy anniversary. I'm celebrating buttons
there
basically from Disneyland. Thank you for reeling that in for me, Andrew.
You're welcome.
We modeled it after those, and it's been one of my favorite pieces of swag or merch, whatever you want to call it, that we've had in the entire time we've been doing the podcast. I was going through some of the old boxes of podcast stuff, and I think I have like 4 of those buttons left. So for the members of the FGP squad that weren't around when we were giving out the I'm listening buttons, I'll post it over on Discord. And if you're interested, let me know and I will send you one. I have some old stickers as well. But some people may actually have it. It's back in the olden days of the podcast. We created a shirt that looked like the old Disneyland marquee. And that's back when the tagline still used to be beers, cheers, and Mickey ears.
Yep.
And we ended up updating the tagline but the podcast evolved, and when we started the new format and we got all the new hosts and everything. And I redid those stickers with the new tagline. And so I'm pretty sure that I've shown them to both of you. If you were at the last D23 Expo, which we're going to be talking about in this episode because there's a lot to talk about. There was a lot announced. If you were at the last D23 Expo, Andrew and I had little envelopes that just had a bunch of stickers and some goodies and stuff. And so if you found us, we just handed you one of these sticker envelopes.
I think I have a stack of them somewhere.
Yeah,
Nice.
I came home with almost all of them because I forgot to post it when I got there. So we created all these envelopes. I got so entrenched in the lines and being there. We're halfway through day 2 when I brought these envelopes because I didn't have them day 1. Day 2, I meet up with Andrew and his wife. And halfway through the expo, he's like, hey, did you post about those envelopes? I'm like, no, totally forgot. So the plan this year is if I'm able to attend the D23 Expo, which I'm hoping I get an opportunity to because I do want to go, is to post those things sooner so that people who want an envelope full of stickers gets an envelope full of stickers from us. And because some of them will be created and made prior to, I'm hoping to post in advance so people know a couple weeks prior that that's going to be a thing that we're doing, because that was an absolute fail on my part.
Hey, you know what? Life
learned.
happens.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, I like your shirt. It looks like a Podketeers name tag. Hey, look at this.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, that's a Quizzyland. I like that one too.
So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the D23 Expo, all the announcements, all the stuff that happened over the last year, because like I said, there's a lot to talk about. Quick update. Look what I got in the mail.
Nice.
Into the Inklands. Got my little Illumineers trove as well.
Ooh.
This one I think is a little bit more random. I was having a conversation over on Discord about opening these. I have these, and then I have the ones from the first and second wave that I purchased, and I've been wanting to do an unboxing video for YouTube. So these right here, if I'm not mistaken, have the exact same cards no matter where you buy this. It's set up so that like it tells you the deck list on the side here. So that way you know exactly what you're getting. I think these were designed so that if you want to start playing, you have a pretty well-rounded deck to just jump into the game. And they have 2 to 4, I believe, of these complete decks that you can buy with each wave that comes through. This one is the more random because I believe this one has, so here's the contents on the back. It actually has like some dice. I'm like all backwards here, but it's got like some dice. It's got like these placement cards. But then these up here are 8 packs, I think, of random cards.
Ooh,
so this one will definitely be a lot more random. So I'm looking forward to opening these. I just gotta find a day to film that, but I'm ready to go. I want to open them because I really want to start learning more about the game, learning how to form a deck and everything. As of right now, I know very little about it because if you remember when the first wave happened, I missed out on it completely because of just the shortages that were happening, and it just wasn't really well planned. By the time that Disney finally caught on around Christmas of last year and they planned the second wave of releases and then this one right here, I was able to get my hands on some of the other stuff, the first and second wave, but I've purposely stayed away from like doing too much with it because I knew I wasn't going to be able to hold back on opening the packages. So I'm hoping that we could do this soon. That way, if anybody's interested in purchasing Lorcana cards or just wants to know about the game in general, we'll be able to tell you a little bit about it, and we'll get an opportunity to be surprised together as we open all of these packs. So look forward to that.
And you got to pre-order all those little sleevey thingies to put all your cards in because I know you're going to do that.
I did.
Oh, okay. You got them on the ready.
They're right over there on that shelf. And you know what?
Binder, right?
I don't have a binder yet, but I will have a binder. I just haven't decided which one I want to get. The original one that I wanted was the Steamboat Willie one, and that one has been out of stock since Wave 1. So
I Cricket, make your own.
I could do that, except if you remember, our Cricket's broke. It's broken. Cricket. Long story short,
you brought a second Cricket,
but it's tiny. It doesn't do what the larger Cricket does.
I know. You could.
I have a
send
Cricket.
me the thing. Oh, or I was like,
oh, that's true.
Let us print it out for
has
you.
A Cricket.
That's true. That's actually a good compromise. Because I'm probably just gonna end up buying like a 3-ring binder or another type of binder and just putting them in myself.
Yeah, then you just print out a page.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Heyzen's cards with a star.
Heyzen with a Z, right? Heyzen's cards. The reason I got the little sleeves wasn't really because of Lorcana. It's because my son has gotten really into collecting Pokemon cards. And because he's at the point where not only does he have a binder, but he's been sleeving all of them as he puts them in the binder. I bought like a pack of 2,000 in anticipation of him having all that he needed and me getting all the Lorcana cards. Because these are, there's a lot of cards. Like this one, like if you get just one of these, it has 60 cards in each starter pack.
Oh, geez.
So it's a lot of cards that you have to sleeve up and protect. So there's 120 here already. And then each of the booster packs that come in here have 12 random cards. Okay. I can't math that quickly. So 8 times 12. It's a lot of math. I'm not going to do it. But it's a lot of cards.
It's 96. I can tell you right.
8 times 12 equals lots of cards.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing.
If only there was some kind of device that would calculate those numbers for me.
The only reason I know that off the top of my head is because I build things with wood, and
Oh,
plywood
right.
comes in 4x8 sheets of plywood. 8 feet is 96 inches. That's 12 inches in a foot, et cetera, et cetera. So
Well,
48, 96. I know all those few numbers.
I'm happy that you were around to do the math for me. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I'm useful.
No, all the time. Andrew.
Sometimes.
All the time. All the time.
Anyway, keep talking about your things. Be on the lookout for.
So anyway,
I don't know
yeah.
what we're
So be on
talking
the lookout for that video. I'm super close to finally getting set up with the game stuff. I'm excited because I got one of the components that I needed to be able to do that. We're just trying to figure out how to also live stream it, because this thing that we're doing isn't really made for that, and we've run into some issues during testing, but I'm committed to making this happen. Like, I want a game stream, and so I'm been working tirelessly to try to make that happen soon. So that's going to be coming, especially considering that the way that I want to stream going forward is going to replace the old Zoom calls that we were doing with the FGP Squad.
Mhm.
The whole just to bring you backstage a little bit on what's happening at Podketeers land. A couple years ago, probably 3 years ago now, we were doing monthly Zoom calls with members of the FGP Squad, and as part of those Zoom calls, which we called FGP Happy Hour, we played Jackbox games, or we played different games, and we just kind of talked and, sat there and made fun of things and whatever. It was just conversations among friends, basically. And the Jackbox games were super fun, and the idea was to bring those back. But I wanted to open it up to more people so that others could also experience it. They could play along with us. And the idea, while we were talking about this among us on the team, was that what we could do, or what the idea is, members of the FGP Squad will be able to join us to play live. But because we're going to be streaming it, anybody else can watch us play. So the stream will be available for people to watch, but the members of the FGP Squad will also be players in the game with us.
Yeah.
And
so if you ever wanted to feel really superior and beat all of us at a game, all you got to do is join FGP.
Yeah.
And because I'm not very good at these.
And it happened a lot, by the way.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, Heather has the most wins on all of us.
Yes.
Albert, I think, landed in second place in wins. And then Miguel.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, who had the most wins. I know for a fact Heather, swept us pretty much all the time.
All the time.
So anyway, yeah, the games were fun, and we're hoping to bring that back in just a slightly different version. So again, stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming soon. Anything else? Oh, March Mayhem. March Mayhem is underway. We are almost done. As of the recording of this episode, we have 2 more matchups, I believe, to round out the first round. Any surprises so far in what's happened?
Let me look.
Well, I'm out. My bracket is gone.
I still have a chance.
That's all I know. I'm like, all right, cool. Nobody likes to root for this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was already, I mean, I guess the Lisa one is probably the biggest upset. If I have to comment on any of them, Lisa versus Krusty, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So let me give everybody a quick rundown of where we stand. I'm going to be posting this over on Instagram. Once round 1 ends, I'm just going to throw up all of the winners so that you know where we stand going into round 2. But just so you know, Homer beat Sideshow Bob in the first match.
Landslide.
Bart beat Mo. Maggie beat Mr. Burns.
Yay.
Lisa beat Krusty. Barney beat Dr. Nick.
Oh,
and
all right.
Ralph beat Grandpa Simpson. So I'm still in this so
Okay.
far. And
Okay.
that's
Ralph's still in it.
and look, that is amazing because I don't think I've ever made it out of round 1 in any March Mayhem. Wait. There's only been one other one, and it's the attractions one
Yeah.
because I put Haunted Mansion as my winner. And so yeah, I think there's only been one other one, but I'm pretty happy so far. We posted did we post it? I don't think I did. Did I post it? I don't think I posted it. Well, if you go over on Instagram, you'll find the post so that you can vote on your favorite as well. As soon as we're done, I'm going to post the next matchup. Let's see. So yeah, March Mayhem is underway. So far, I'd have to go back and double check to see who's still in it because we had some FGP Squad members, some people submitted their brackets with predictions.
Ooh.
And I'm still planning on sending a little prize out to whoever got the closest or whoever wins.
Yay!
And yeah. So, all right. We ready to talk about some D23 stuff?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because there's a lot.
Let's
Lot
get
to
ready
talk
to
about.
Rumble.
Unpack the box.
It kind of feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting things to talk about when it comes to D23 this year. Where do we want to start? I guess the best place to start is announcing that it's going to be taking place on August 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Mm-hmm.
There are some additional events and celebrations that are going to be going on as part of the Expo week this time. We had briefly talked about this at the end of last year, I believe, where D23 and Disney had announced that they were going to have additional days, just kind of extending the celebration from the weekend to pretty much the entire week. And so everything begins August 4th this year. And August 4th, we're going to have D23 Day at Angel Stadium. If you attend, there's going to be an exclusive Mickey Mouse bobblehead given out that day. On August 5th, there's going to be a screening of The Incredibles as it celebrates its 20th anniversary. That is going to be an outdoor screening that is going to be happening at... where is it happening? Angel Stadium? I don't remember.
Pearson Park Amphitheater.
Thank you so much. So Pearson Park Amphitheater, that's in Anaheim, California. August 6th, there's going to be a meetup at the Packing District. The Packing District is not very large.
No.
This one?
That one's going to be rough for parking.
Yeah, I don't know how this one's going to be planned out. Like, you got to plan a day at Angel Stadium. All right, well, that's an entire stadium. They're geared to have that many people show up.
Yep.
A park screening, okay, maybe you can Uber there, get dropped off. But a meetup at the Packing District, oof, that feels like it's going to be difficult to attend.
Yeah. I mean, best thing is just to Uber from Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. August 8th, D23 Day at Disneyland. It says extra fun at the parks is how they are dubbing this. And, of course, August 9th, 10th, and 11th will be the D23 Expo at the Anaheim Convention Center. Anything surprising of these additional things? I knew that we kind of already knew that they were going to be doing the thing at the park. That was already kind of announced. We had an idea of some of the things that might also be coming, but now that we have an actual event list, what do you think of the additional offerings during D23 week?
Packing District. That one's I mean, it's a cool place. It really is, but it is not large enough for a Disney fan base. It's cute, but it's not. I'm worried. I'm like, look, I don't even live around there, but I know that the parking situation is not ideal. So good luck. May the force
Good
be
thing
with
it's
you.
on a Wednesday at 5 or whatever. Or Tuesday at 5 p.m. So people will still be getting off of work. This one,
Yeah.
that one, it says, no ticket required. Fans can mix and mingle and get ready for the week ahead. D23 will also be partnering with Ravensburger to create a game night integration where fans can learn to play Disney Lorcana or try out games like Villainous and more. Villainous, Introduction to Evil, and Chronicles of Light and Darkness Falls. More details to follow.
Telling you, with that many people and knowing what Ravensburger has done in the past at the D23 Expo, they gave out a limited edition Lorcana card that was only available at the Expo. I remember standing in line for that and being pretty happy that I was able to cop.
I think we stood in line together, right?
We did.
We did. I have that in a box somewhere.
It might be in this drawer, actually, as we're speaking. Let me see. Talk
The
amongst
thing we
yourselves
do for
while I
cards.
search.
Yeah, exactly. You can get that's the beauty about about D23 is you get free stuff if
Yeah.
you're willing to
I
stand
don't have
in
that,
line.
but I have this Costco card. Does that count?
Hey, that's something.
That is valuable.
You know, the biggest change, I mean not the biggest change, but a big change that came to
Bob Gurr sticker.
D23, there's a Bob Gurr sticker, is they dropped Expo
Oh yeah.
from the name.
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't even
just
realize that.
D23. Yeah, the
Oh,
company,
you know
the
what?
name of the company and the name of the event. So it's D23, the ultimate fan event, as opposed to the D23
I
Expo.
mean, that's what we were calling it. I guess people were calling it.
Everybody
that.
was. I think that's why they dropped it. It's just everybody's calling it going to D23, going
Right.
to D23 to, you know.
Smart move.
That's probably like how kind of like Comic-Con happened. They're like, it used to be called the Comic Book Convention or whatever,
Yeah.
and now they're just like, that's too long, Comic-Con.
I did not find the Lorcana card, but I did find this cool FGP
Nice.
keychain.
Chain.
So FGP Squad, if you don't have an FGP Squad keychain yet, send me a message and I will send one of these out to you.
I can show you a big bag of stuff. Hold on, let's see. I think I have a big bag of stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna get up.
I wonder if he's got the sticker envelopes in there. That's funny.
Probably.
Yeah.
Big bag.
I did find
of
this
stuff.
messed up Walt Disney Imagineering
But I
sticker.
gotta put my headphones
Way
back
cool.
on, and Hazen's talking.
What does he have?
That's not part of the big bag.
Of
This is all free
stuff.
stuff I got at the expo last time. I got this Donald Duck Funko Pop.
I didn't get one of
Really?
those. Was that from the Amazon booth?
Yes. Oops. Ah!
That's
Nice.
awesome.
I whacked the microphone.
The
I'm sorry.
line was
Let's see.
way too long to spin that
It's in, like,
wheel.
It's like a hard plastic box.
That's
Nice.
cool.
Let's see. A bunch of lanyards.
I got those.
You never. Parrot or shoulder.
Oh, I remember that. From
shoulder
the
thing,
from the
Raven.
villain makeup booth or something, right?
Yeah. There's a sticker.
Nice.
Their card. This is from the Walt Disney Family Museum. Floyd Norman stuff. Where's the good stuff that's in here?
Dig a little deeper.
Hercules pin. To
Oh,
go
I do
deeper
have
into the
those.
bag.
I have the Mickey one in here.
Disney Plus Day.
Oh, do you still have these?
Ooh.
Nice.
I opened
Nice.
mine.
I didn't
They
open
weren't
mine.
exciting.
Let's see.
What were
Oh,
they? They
yeah?
were just
Strange.
characters?
Oh yeah.
Strange World.
But do
pin.
you have one of these limited edition original Gavin Otteson tiny paintings on the
I
back of his
don't.
business card? Huh? Look
That's
at that.
awesome.
Rainbow Ridge, baby. Rainbow
Yep.
Ridge.
Visa D23 Expo pin.
What is? Let's see.
Oh, that's a bag I bought. I forgot I bought that. I bought a bag that says
Oh,
Muppet
here it is.
Studios.
I
Nice.
found my.
See, we didn't have video last time, so I couldn't show off all the junk I bought.
love
Thor.
this pin.
Yeah, there's Thor postcards or something.
Yes.
I don't know.
Those are cool.
I'm going to be mad at myself because now these are just on a pile right in front of my keyboard. This is the Disney Plus pin pack.
Oh yeah, I remember those. I think I have that in the box with the Podketeers pins, actually.
There's a bunch of little buttons.
Oh, did you go around collecting all the Pixar ones?
We did the best we could, so I have 4. I ended up with 4. Or no, 3. One's Target. That was Spot from Target.
That booth was fun, too.
That booth was fun. I was trying to find that stinking card, but who knows? I probably put it in a different spot.
I feel like I may have moved it because it would have been here.
Postcards.
Oh, I gotta find mine. Those were nice.
More Disney Plus Day buttons. If anybody needs a Disney Plus Day button, I got one. Disney Plus Day buttons.
I recently found a box. I gave away a bunch of the stuff, but I recently found a box from several expos ago.
Aha!
You found it. Yeah, that one's
there
it.
He is.
Nice.
That one's it.
Mickey Mouse, the brave little tailor. He's got 5 shields and 5 other things.
5 other things.
Whatever that other 5 means. I don't know.
I don't know enough about the game to fill that in just yet.
It was almost the last thing. Oh, and here's the Lorcana pin. There it is.
Oh, yeah. I remember we got that, too. I don't know where that is. You know what I did find? The pin that we got for the Marvel Pokemon Go game that was supposed to come out that never
came out. More Disney
out.
Plus Day buttons.
Ooh, Andrew is the Disney Plus Day button king.
Oh, wait, another one.
That's
I
funny.
think that's the bottom of the bed. Oh, here's a Mickey in a security outfit sticker.
Oh, sheesh.
All right, I think that's the bottom of the bag.
You know what I also had?
Oh, wait, no, I lied. I also got just a little Mickey Mouse pin. I don't know. Somebody gave me that.
That's cute.
All right, that's the bottom of the bag.
You know what I also had that I realized? Did you find anything else while you were in there?
A map.
Oh, hey. It's like Mary Poppins.
Another lanyard.
Right?
Stuff just keeps coming out.
My pass from then.
That's funny.
Okay, that's the end.
So
okay.
I realized
the bag was free too.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
Oh no, because I bought the thing.
What
the game?
Oh,
the trivia
the
game.
trivia game. It's this one, right? The
big gold and black one.
This one?
This is show and tell episode.
Nice.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
I also have
one.
around that same time was when Ziploc started sponsoring the Jungle Cruise. And so I walked up to the Jungle Cruise person. I was like, "Hey, I heard something about Ziploc," and they're like, "Yeah, here you go." And they gave me like a whole stack of Ziploc bags that are like the Jungle Cruise Ziploc bag.
But you could never buy those.
I know, so I have a bunch of them, and you could still get them. So go to the Jungle Cruise and say,
But you can get them at the park?
Yeah, you just go to the Jungle Cruise, and all the people that have like a little satchel on them, they all have them.
I had no idea.
Oh.
Yeah, they have
Interesting.
like Jungle Cruise. Oh no, I dropped a sticker.
Oh no.
Ah!
Not the sticker.
Oh no. The sticker's trying to run.
The headphones fell off again.
All right, well, the point is that when you go to D23 Expo, there are all sorts of goodies that you can get. There's a bunch of booths, there's a bunch of presentations, and depending on the ones that you go to, you can pick up swag. They either have these keychains or pins. This particular pin that I showed a little bit ago was from the Parks presentation, Andrew. Is that what this one was from?
I think you just bought that.
No, this one I got at the end of one of the presentations at Hall D23.
Was that the same one where you got the freaking cookies or whatever?
Maybe.
That was the Parks one when they brought out the what's the place going into downtown Disney?
Oh, from Porto's. Yeah. I think so. I don't remember.
I don't know. I didn't go to the Parks one.
So they give out all these cool things, and usually you end up with way too much stuff that you don't use, and I gave a bunch of it away. while I was cleaning some of the boxes out, I found some old D23 things that I wanted to keep. I found some of the Expo bags, like the reusable bags.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 2 of those, because I gave one away, that I can give out as like a prize or something if anybody wants one as well.
6. I got 6 Disney Plus Day
We
buttons.
got Disney Plus Day buttons that Andrew has. If you want one, let us know.
If you want to finish your collection.
Yeah, that's
There you
true.
go.
That's true. So anyway, let's get back to some of the stuff that's going to be happening D23 Expo Week or D23 Week.
Oh, this is a later me problem.
I know what it's like, man. I took a bunch of stuff out, and now it's like all over here too. So
Yep.
I get you. So for D23 Day at Angel Stadium, this is what the description says. It says, we invite D23 members to join us for a day of fun during D23 Day at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California, as the Angels take on the New York Mets. Don't miss the exciting game as we celebrate the countdown to D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. Help bring Disney magic to Angel Stadium with special trivia, hotspots, and more D23 fun. Plus, the first 23,000 fans at the gate will receive a one-of-a-kind D23 Mickey Mouse bobblehead. D23 members should purchase their tickets through this link only, which is the link that they provided, to receive a discounted rate and an additional D23 commemorative giveaway item. They don't say what the additional item is going to be, but I guess you get something else if you're a D23 member, which is pretty cool. More information about this screening. The information says, celebrate 20 years of sensational supers and fantastic family fun with D23, the official Disney fan club and street food cinema. We're powering up this celebration for an unforgettable evening, welcoming guests at the grandiose Pearson Park Amphitheater in Anaheim, California. Looks like tickets for that one will be $27 for gold, plus a $3 processing fee. General tickets will be $32 and a $3 processing fee. Those tickets will go on sale in May. It says that the event will include admission to the outdoor screening of The Incredibles, a D23 event-exclusive commemorative gift celebrating 20 years of The Incredibles, reserved seating and early entry to Pearson Park Amphitheater, and access to an array of food trucks and snack stands with food and drinks available for purchase.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nummy, nummy, nummy. Food and drinks.
Food and drinks. Wow. Anaheim
really
meetup.
Thought of it all.
Yeah. So here's the description for Andrew read a little bit about what was going to be happening. So we'll skip over that one since we kind of heard what that's going to be about. D23 Day at Disneyland. It says, as D23, the ultimate Disney fan event nears, we're sure you and your fan fam are looking at your fan fam.
Fan
fam. That's what it says on there. Are looking to make the most out of your time while enjoying the festivities of this grandiose gathering. They're really leaning on grandiose for these. As it just so happens, the happiest place on earth is right down the block from this historic happening. And for the first time ever, this celebration is making its debut at Disneyland Resort. We are thrilled to announce that D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, is getting the ultimate kickoff party. D23 Day at the Disneyland Resort. Already a beloved destination for Disney fans around the world, it's the perfect location for the fun to start on Thursday, August 8th.
Where are you reading this from, Heyzen? Just a curious.
This was on the D23 website. They had
That's weird because I am also on the D23 website,
Really?
and I have a different copy of all of this stuff.
Oh, interesting. This was a part of their upcoming events section. I got a link for this one, and I opened it. It had
Gotcha.
all of the events with the calendar dates and everything.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've been reading
yeah.
along. I'm like, good. So,
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, this one is everything just announced about D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. And that's the title of the article.
What is-
It's all in caps.
What does yours say for that one?
It says, for the day at Disneyland, before the magic of Disney comes to life during D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event, guests can kick off the weekend's festivities at the first ever D23 Day at Disneyland Resort on Thursday, August 8th, 2024. Both Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure will welcome ticketed D23 fans from rope drop to late night, featuring unique offerings for fans including a custom cavalcade, an energetic dance party, special photo opportunities, and more. Disney Junior will also join the festivities and host a music-filled celebration at Disney's California Adventure Park. And starting Sunday, August 4th, 2024 at the Downtown Disney District, guests will find special offers, decor, and magical moments. Disney Junior festivities will also extend through Sunday, August 11th at the Downtown Disney District. Admission to both theme parks is available for purchase to all Disney fans. Regular theme park admission prices apply, and theme park reservations will be required. That's what mine says.
That was interesting.
In that voice, too.
That was
So, by the way,
interesting.
yours sounded way better than mine did. Way
Yeah.
better.
Like,
But is yours grandiose?
No. They didn't say any kind of flourishy words at all.
Interesting.
I wonder if. Oh no, no.
They just have two different copy editors writing these two different
Yeah.
articles.
Like Disney
Right.
marketing and the D23 marketing are sending out their own messaging. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but really great artist in the Disney community, Hayden Evans, was the artist
I thought you were going to say
behind
your name for
the
a second.
No. I wish I was this talented. He created the artwork for D23 Day at Disneyland.
Oh, this little kind of poppy kind of curvy Carthy
Yeah,
circle.
it's very Mary Blair,
Mary
yeah.
Blair.
It is.
Very Mary.
Yeah, I love it. Let's see what else. And of course, the D23 Expo. There's so much to unpack here when it comes to the Expo. Obviously, 3 days of different showcases and events and everything. This is where it gets a little interesting because, and thank you both for clarifying this for me because when I first read the ticket pricing, I thought it was one set of prices for the Expo, and then the other set of prices was to add the Honda Center ticket to it.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that would go up like nobody's business.
I
that
thought it was
price.
going to be like $600 per person to access this. So
I mean, you can pay that much if you really want to.
I
there
guess.
are options for you
I
to
guess.
pay that much,
I
but
mean.
you
but
don't
I'm not
have
going to because
Yes,
it's
yes,
just
yes.
I can't, right? But so first of all, I just want to start off by saying thank you for lowering my blood pressure when it
You're
came to this one
welcome.
because whoof, it was starting to get hot in here. My glasses were getting all fogged up and everything. That's insane.
Collar on the shirt. Ooh.
Whew. So here's the breakdown. From what I'm looking at right now, day passes for D23, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be $99. That is the price. You have to be a D23 Gold or General member to purchase at that price. If you want a 3-day pass, it is $297. Now, the good thing about that, either the $99 per day or the $297, and this is the part that I was originally confused about, that does include the Honda Center ticket. So
Correct.
if you want the Honda Center evening events that they're doing, that's the packages that you want to go for. And they have another package that starts at $999, which they're calling the D23 Ultimate Preferred Fan Pass. And that one is starting at $999 because they have this map of the seating arrangement that's going to be happening at the Honda Center. It's going to be split for D23 Ultimate Fan Pass and the Ultimate Preferred Fan Pass. And so you could see that the very center area is going to be the Ultimate Preferred Fan Pass.
The section 100.
Yeah. And everything else is going to be standard Ultimate Fan Pass.
So you can pay up to $2,599 for a 3-day ticket to sit in the front section at the Honda Center, $2,599.
That's a used car in many places.
That's a
3D printer.
That's a 3D printer.
Mortgage payment. That's all kinds
It's
of
a mortgage payment, yeah.
To go
It's
sit and
crazy.
look at Josh Tomorrow for like an hour.
Yeah. And Ryan Seacrest, don't forget it. 'Cause
And
he's
Ryan
hosting.
Seacrest.
Yeah. So, I mean, so many thoughts on this, right? Andrew, off the top of your head, do you know how many seats the Honda Center has available?
So the Honda Center normally seats 18,300 people, but in this configuration, according to, I believe I read this from Scott Gustin, and I trust everything that he has to say. Typically, it was spot on. They are going to be seating 12,000 people in the Honda Center for this. It looks like they're using about, I guess that's around 2/3 of the arena. In comparison, Hall D23 at the previous expo was able to seat a maximum of 7,000. So they're getting close to doubling their seating capacity for these events.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that 12,000 is pretty close to the number of tickets that they will be selling, like to the expo in general. So yeah, I mean, and according to this, the things to know on the D23 website, that wording is kind of strange, but if you get that ticket, you are guaranteed a seat at the Honda Center, and it will be this. If you have a 3-day pass, it's the same seat for each of the 3 days. So you'll get, I'm assuming they'll like print out like your standard if you're going to go to a, who plays at this? The Ducks? Is that who plays at the Honda Center?
Yeah.
If you go to a Ducks game, you get like a Ticketmaster ticket. I'm assuming that there might be some similar thing so you can like show your ticket. I don't know. It doesn't say, but you'll have your assigned seat for those 3 events.
Yeah. That's good, unless you get stuck with some bunk seat that, you know.
Well, if you're buying the cheapo seats, you're all the way in the back anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they're going to be using more than just the like jumbotron that's in there. I'm assuming they're going to be having larger screens and things like that, like for, you know, the production value of it all.
I would hope
just
so.
like, you know, like concerts and stuff do. I'm assuming they hold concerts there at sometimes. I don't know.
They do.
So the building is equipped to rig things from the ceiling, I would assume. So I'm gonna hazard a guess that there's gonna be some big old screens you're gonna be able to look at too.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say is a little bit of the advantage of switching venues, right? That in the hall at the convention center, it's all pretty much flat seating. They don't have stadium seating. So if you were stuck in the back, it was really difficult to see.
You're behind somebody like Andrew, who's like, you know, real tall.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, in the last expo, I mean, I was guilty of this as well, but I did my best to try to hold the gimbal that I had just high enough so that I could record what was happening.
Yeah.
But there were people that had like entire iPads up in the air, you know, blocking the view for people behind them. And that has to be the biggest benefit of the stadium seating that's going to be offered at the Honda Center for these particular events. Does it suck that you have to go to a completely different place a mile or two away to watch it? Yeah. Are they going to have a free shuttle? Yeah. But still, like, you
Subject
still
to
have
availability.
to go, subject to availability, right? But you still have to go to a totally different venue, and it's going to be a whole thing just standing in line to get in there again and finding your seat, and it's a whole other process. After an entire day of trekking around the convention center, I'm pretty sure that, I mean, I don't know how anybody else feels, but I remember getting through each day of the expo just 100% exhausted.
Yep.
just wanting to like go take a nap after when the expo is over. So if you're staying till the end of the expo, you may want to budget in some time to go take a nap or something in between going to the Honda Center and, breaking away from the expo an hour or two early, unless you want to just pound those energy drinks or something. But it's a lot. I know every expo has always taken a lot of energy out of me, which is why I'm hoping that I'll be able to trek around for this one for as long as possible, because the last one was hard for me. The last one was really hard, and I wasn't anywhere near how I've been feeling in the last year. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to go down.
Time will tell.
Yeah. Worst case, I'll get one of them rascal scooter things, and I'll just drive around in those rascal scooter things.
We'll
see.
Do it.
We'll see.
Do it.
It'll be nice.
Yeah, do it. Get one.
Do you want us to decorate it for you?
Hover around.
Oh my God! Can we decorate it like one of the Paint the Night floats? I get like a little like Bluetooth speaker and play the Paint the Night Parade song and just kind of like drive around in this thing later.
You want.
Yep, we can make it happen.
I love it. I love it. I'm so on board with this. All right. Well, before we continue, I do want to take a short break to thank a very special group of listeners known as the FGP Squad, our podcast, Fairy Godparents, because it's their support via Patreon that help make these episodes of Podketeers possible. For more information on how you can become a member of the FGP Squad family, you can head on over to podketeers.com/FGP. There you will find a list of some of our top contributors, a link to our Patreon, information on what the FGP Squad is all about. But of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us with any questions that you might have. We'll be happy to answer any questions. But being a part of the FGP Squad family gets you some additional perks like access to a special section of Discord, access to additional content that we've uploaded to Patreon, random giveaways, game nights that we're going to be starting soon, being a member of the players playing those games once we launch that, and other stuff as well. So again, any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. But of course, to all of the members of the FGP Squad, we just want to send a huge thank you for your continued support. All right. So the big list of honorees this year for the Disney Legends ceremony. Again, the Disney Legends is one of my favorite parts of the D23 Expo. There was a short video that D23 released yesterday, I believe, where Ryan Seacrest introduces all of the honorees. Ryan Seacrest will be hosting the event at the Honda Center. So why don't we transition over to watch that video, and then after that, we'll talk a little bit about all of the honorees.
The Disney Legends ceremony has become one of the Walt Disney Company's most meaningful traditions.
It is.
Where we celebrate people who define Disney and who have made an indelible mark on the company. Established in 1987, the award is the highest honor the Walt Disney Company can bestow. It is reserved for the artists and visionaries throughout the company's history who have pushed the envelope of creativity, challenged conventional wisdom, and broken the restraints of the status quo in search of new possibilities and excellence. The award is a celebration of talent, a recognition of achievement, and above all, a sincere expression of gratitude.
Thank you, and I love you all.
Today, I'm thrilled to announce the exceptional people who will become Disney Legends at D23, the ultimate Disney fan event in August in Anaheim, California. Colleen Atwood in costume design, Angela Bassett in film and television, Martha Blanding in parks and resorts, James Brooks in television, James
Simpsons March
Cameron
Mayhem,
in
baby.
film, Jamie Lee Curtis in film, Miley Cyrus in television and music, Steve Ditko in publishing, Harrison Ford in film, Mark Henn in animation, Frank Oz in film and television.
Waka Waka.
My good friend Kelly Ripa in television. Joe Rohde
Yeah!
in Imagineering,
Joe, finally!
and John Williams,
John Williams,
in music.
And now we're
And I'm truly honored to be the host of the very special ceremony that will take place on Sunday, August 11th. Looking forward to seeing all of you this summer to celebrate these Disney legends.
Thank you, Ryan Seacrest, for that introduction to the Disney legends. And so we have our own little presentation here where we wanted to talk a little bit about why each one of these legends is being honored this year and their contributions to the Disney company in all different types of media, as you've seen. But Andrew, your voice earlier was just so smooth and sultry and so announcery.
It was.
Would you mind reading some descriptions for each of the honorees?
Sure, I think I can handle that.
All right.
I was gonna do all these in Don Pardo's voice, but I don't think you want to hear Colleen Atwood for like a whole paragraph.
Don't we though?
I don't
we?
think so.
Because we do have
Jesus.
special musical guests, don't we?
Special musical guest. Yes.
John Williams.
I'll do the name and then I'll read the rest of it. So we'll start with
Fair enough.
Colleen Atwood.
All right.
So these are from the D23 website, kind of like a condensed bio for them. So for Colleen Atwood, designing costumes for movies, both fantastical and fabulous, is like creating her own wonderland. This prolific costume designer has been nominated for an Academy Award a dozen times and has won 4 Oscars, including for her visually evocative work in Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 film. She was born in Ellensburg, Washington. She went to Cornish College of the Arts in Seattle, worked in high fashion retail design, and then went on to costume movies such as Ragtime. I'm reading this wrong. It says, through that world, Colleen was advised an unexpected opportunity to be production assistant in the art department on Ragtime. I'm not sure if this is the movie or the Broadway musical. It doesn't say. In New York, she was fortunate enough to align with many filmmakers such as Jonathan Demme, Michael Apted, and Michael Mann. She was introduced to Tim Burton and would become one of Tim Burton's go-to costume designers. Their first film together was Edward Scissorhands. She's also done work for Disney's live-action Alice in Wonderland and Dumbo, and also the upcoming Beetlejuice. That will be Tim Burton and Colleen Atwood's 13th film together.
Wow.
Nice.
She has a costume over 50 films and TV series, including Planet of the Apes, Into the Woods, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Lady and the Tramp, the Disney Plus version, and The Little Mermaid 2023. So that's a little bit about Colleen Atwood.
Perfect.
Next up on the list, we have Angela Bassett. And hers reads, it takes a strong woman to portray a strong female character, and Angela Bassett fits the bill. From her breakout role as a single mother, Reva Devereaux, in John Singleton Boys in the Hood, to her portrayal of fierce Queen Ramonda of Wakanda in Marvel's Black Panther, Angela's unmistakable voice, signature delivery, and grand presence command immediate attention. Born in New York City, Angela lived in North Carolina until the age of 4 when her family moved to St. Petersburg, Florida, the first black student attending Boca Ciega High School to be admitted to the National Honor Society. Angela went on to Yale, where she earned a BFA in African American Studies in 1980 and a Master's of Fine Arts from Yale School of Drama in 1983. She then moved to Los Angeles in 1988. Angela has portrayed many real-life characters, including Coretta Scott King and Rosa Parks, but it was her powerful portrayal of Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It from 1993 that earned her numerous accolades, including an Academy Award nomination and a Golden Globe for Best Actress, making her the first black performer to win in this category. She received 2 Emmy nominations for Outstanding Narrator for Nat Geo's The Flood, 2018, and the Disney Plus docuseries The Imagineering Story, 2019.
Yup.
And it was nominated for her second Academy Award, this time in Best Supporting Actress category for the role of Queen Ramonda in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. She is also the star and executive producer of the ABC hit drama 911. She also voiced Dorothea Williams in Disney and Pixar's Oscar-winning animated feature Soul, and received an honorary Academy Award in 2024.
Yeah. All right.
That brings us to Martha Blanding. Martha Blanding helped put the happy in the happiest place on earth. As the first ever full-time Black tour guide, Martha personified the philosophy of creating happiness for others while embodying the principles of hospitality and courtesy Walt Disney sought to establish for Disneyland cast members. As a proud native of South Central Los Angeles, Martha was studying to become a teacher when she decided to take a chance working at Disneyland in 1971. Hired as a tour guide, she quickly attained full-time status and, within a year, climbed the ladder to become a VIP hostess, touring such notables as Diana Ross, Elton John, Olivia Newton-John, Cary Grant, and Cher, plus domestic and international government officials, including delegations from the USSR. Martha later became the first ever Black female in management at Disneyland, as an expert in merchandise, candy, and film buyer for 9 years, and eventually as a senior manager of Disneyland Resort merchandise special events. In this role, she worked with world-renowned artisans, celebrities, and Disney legends. She also became a pioneering producer of the official Disneyana convention, a forerunner of today's D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. As a co-founder of Pulse, an employee resource group for Black cast members, Martha routinely served as a trusted mentor to fellow employees. Adding to her many firsts during her groundbreaking career before retiring in 2022, Martha also became the first Black employee to commemorate 50 years with the Walt Disney Company, and now she becomes the first Black Disney Parks employee designated as a Disney legend.
Ooh. That's awesome.
And
yeah,
and that brings us to James L. Brooks.
Celebrating March Mayhem 2024.
Yes.
With the
Homer
Simpsons.
Simpson and Lisa Simpson and Bart. I'm not going to do it. Acclaimed for the character-driven, writer-centric projects that deftly combine comedy and poignancy, such as 20th Century's Broadcast News, James L. Brooks is a TV and film icon responsible for some of the most beloved entertainment projects of all time. Jim made one of the most impressive directorial debuts in film history with Terms of Endearment in 1983, for which the multi-hyphenate took home 3 Oscars for writing, producing, and directing. Growing up in New Jersey, Jim's film career trajectory kicked off as a writer for CBS News in New York. When he moved to Los Angeles in 1965, a chance meeting with established writer Alan Burns led to his writing for television comedies, and before long, he created the groundbreaking ABC series Room 222 in 1969 and Taxi in 1978. In 1986, Jim founded his production company, Gracie Films, where he and his team are trailblazers in the world of television. At Jim's invitation, Matt Groening created animated interstitials for the company's The Tracy Ullman Show, featuring a dysfunctional family that led to a full-fledged animated series, the first since the 1960s, The Simpsons, in 1989. I read The Simpsons in 1989. That was a weird sentence. There's a colon and then a comma and a hyphen. It was all kinds of weird. The longest running primetime scripted television show in history, The Simpsons quickly exploded into a cultural phenomenon. Currently in its 35th season, The Simpsons has won 37 Emmy Awards. Jim also co-produced and co-wrote The Simpsons movie in 2007. He continues to serve as an executive producer of The Misadventures of the Animated Citizens of Springfield and maintains that the series has not outlived its popularity, especially now with it streaming on Disney+. He's currently working on his next feature film for 20th Century Studios' Ella McKay.
Right.
Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I got a little drinky drink. That brings us to James Cameron.
I'm not
James
going to hold
Cameron.
Avatar against this guy. He's done all sorts of cool stuff. So
You know what? Those are the biggest movies in the history of the world, so I don't think he'll mind.
I don't think he cares, right?
No.
Yeah.
Heyzen
are
who?
we?
Yeah. Yeah, Heyzen who? I have $1 billion in a submarine. What do you got?
Exactly.
I got this hat, James Cameron.
James Cameron is an acclaimed filmmaker, ocean explorer, and environmental advocate. As director, writer, and producer, he's responsible for some of the world's most memorable films, including The Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, Titanic, Avatar, and Avatar: The Way of Water. The latter three being among the 4 highest-grossing films of all time. Titanic alone won 11 Oscars, including James for Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Editing. He is currently in post-production on Avatar 3 and in pre-production for Avatar 4 and 5. Teaming up with Walt Disney Imagineering in 2011, he helped to steer the creation of an Avatar-inspired area in Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. The result, Pandora, the world of Avatar, is an area which immerses guests in an interactive environment that brings the world of the film series to life and features the popular attraction Avatar: Flight of Passage and Na'vi River Journey. Under his Earthship Productions banner, James has produced 12 documentaries, including 6 about the Titanic, as well as 3 other deep ocean exploration films, most in partnership with National Geographic. He executive produces National Geographic's Secrets series, including the Emmy Award-winning Secrets of the Whales and Emmy-nominated Secrets of the Elephants, with Octopus launching on Earth Day 2024. He also executive produced Ocean Explorer series due in fall 2024 from National Geographic.
The octopus doesn't have any secrets like the whales and the elephants?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just called Octopus.
Huh. Interesting.
I don't know. Next up is Jamie Lee Curtis. Born in Santa Monica, California, to Hollywood power couple Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis excelled as a performer early on, winning people over with her exuberant personality. Originally planning to major in law enforcement, an acting manager suggested Jamie Lee try auditioning.
Wow.
To her surprise, she was signed to a contract at Universal, one of the last performers to be so engaged. She was later cast as iconic Scream Queen Laurie Strode in John Carpenter's thrilling classic Halloween, establishing her trajectory as a bona fide movie star. The Oscar winner has demonstrated her versatility with a variety of captivating roles over her career, including suburban housewife turned international spy Helen Tasker in True Lies, and no-nonsense mom Tess Coleman in Disney's remake of the classic body swap comedy Freaky Friday. In 2023, Jamie Lee returned to both Disney and the macabre genre to portray the legendary Madame Leota in Haunted Mansion, inspired by the classic Disney theme park attraction. The author of 13 best-selling books, all exploring core childhood issues, she is also the founder and CEO of My Hand in Yours, a charitable organization that offers comfort and celebratory gifts where 100% of every sale is donated directly to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. For her many performances, Jamie Lee has received a British Academy Film Award, 2 Golden Globes, a nomination for a Primetime Emmy, and a Grammy. Most recently, she won an Academy Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Awesome movie.
Yeah. I also recently found out about My Hand in Yours. I had no idea that that was something she put together. And I was really happy when I read how it directly, the sales all get donated to the Children's Hospital of LA. I thought that was really cool. All right.
And our first musical guest, Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is an award-winning superstar singer, songwriter, and actress who first rose to fame as a Disney Channel sensation. Miley started her acting career at 8 years old, and at 13, she auditioned for the Disney Channel series Hannah Montana. The series premiered in March 2006 to the largest audience for a Disney Channel original series, drawing an average of 4.4 million viewers per episode. A 2007 episode of the series still ranks as the highest rated basic cable series telecast ever with 10.7 million total viewers.
Isn't that crazy? A children's show on Disney Channel, 10.7 million viewers.
Must have been, I don't know, I don't know anybody in Hannah Montana. I was trying to make a joke. Anyway, she embarked on her wildly popular Best of Both Worlds tour in 2007, and in 2008 she voiced the character of Penny in Walt Disney Animation Studios feature Bolt. For the film, Miley earned a Golden Globe Award nomination for Best Original Song, I Thought I Lost You. The following year, she would take center stage once again as the lead in Hannah Montana, the movie, which included the hit song The Climb. 2023 saw the release of Miley's new album, Endless Summer Vacation, which inspired the documentary concert special Endless Summer Vacation Backyard Sessions, airing on Disney+. At the 66th Annual Grammy Awards in 2024, Miley was honored with her first ever win for Record of the Year and Best Pop Solo Performance. At just 31 years old, Miley is now the youngest honoree ever to be named a Disney legend.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder who did she take the throne from as the youngest honoree?
Josh Gad.
At a young 47 years old or however old he is, I don't know.
I don't know, but I'll look it up while you're talking about Steve Ditko.
No, you did it. Okay, Steve Ditko. Originally hailing from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, Steve Ditko's love for comics began at a young age. After serving in the U.S. Army, where he drew comics for the Army newsletter, one of his idols, Batman artist Jerry Robinson, became his mentor. By the early 1950s, Steve's first work appeared in print, and shortly thereafter he made his way to Atlas Comics, the precursor to Marvel Comics. The artist would quickly leave his mark, leading Stan Lee to rechristen Amazing Adventures as Amazing Adult Fantasy, later Amazing Fantasy, to showcase Steve's talents. In 1962, the collaboration led to one of the most popular comic book characters of all time. The introduction of Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasy number 15 stands as one of the landmarks of both Steve's career and Marvel history. Steve went on to co-create most of Spider-Man's now infamous Rogues Gallery and re-envisioned many of Marvel's iconic characters to what we know today. He redesigned Iron Man's armor into the popular red and gold design, and in the Hulk comics, he codified Bruce Banner's transformations to be a function of his anger. It is perhaps with Doctor Strange, Master of Mystic Arts, that Steve truly expressed his visionary impulses. The early stories in Strange Tales could only have come from the mind of Steve Ditko. He left Marvel to pursue other work in 1966, but returned in 1979. In the 1990s, Steve helped co-create all new characters, including Speedball and Squirrel Girl. One of the greatest artist-writer talents in comic book history, Steve's imagination and creative vision changed the comics industry and superhero storytelling forever. Oh, you guys have nothing to say for that. Okay.
Oh, were you not done yet?
That was it. That was it.
Okay.
That was it. It ended with forever, so I figured that was the end. No, I was
Gotcha.
done. That brings us on to Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford has portrayed some of the most iconic action heroes to ever burn up the big screen. After appearing in a small but impressive role in American Graffiti, directed by fellow Disney legend George Lucas, Harrison proved to be perfect for the role of Han Solo, cynical smuggler and captain of the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars. He would go on to portray Han in all 3 episodes of the original Star Wars trilogy. Harrison also stars as the titular character in the blockbuster Indiana Jones films. Over his decades-long career, Harrison has been widely honored for his many contributions to the film industry, including the British Academy of Film and Television Arts Albert R. Broccoli Britannia Award, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association Cecil B. DeMille Award, the American Film Institute's Lifetime Achievement Award, and in 2023 was the recipient of the honorary Palme d'Or from the Palme d'Or. Yeah, that's how you say it. Palme d'Or from the Cannes Film Festival. Something like that.
Hey, you're doing great.
Pompadour. I don't know. It's something like that. It's Palme d'Or. Anyway, I'll keep reading. He's still got 2 paragraphs left. Some of his most notable film credits include an Oscar-nominated performance in Witness, along with Blade Runner, 20th Century's Working Girl, Presumed Innocent, Patriot Games, The Fugitive, Clear and Present Danger, Sabrina, Air Force One, Touchstone Pictures' 6 Days, 7 Nights, What Lies Beneath, Morning Glory, 42, Blade Runner 2049, and 20th Century Studios' Call of the Wild. Harrison also stars in the hit television shows 1923 and Shrinking. More recently, Harrison returned to a couple of his most celebrated roles. For the 4th time in the film series, he portrayed Han Solo in Star Wars The Force Awakens, and once again donned Indy's fedora in the 5th Indiana Jones installment, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Harrison will also appear as President Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in Marvel Studios' live-action adventure Captain America: Brave New World, to be released in 2025.
I like that.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. That's the Italian Captain Marvel. That's okay. Up next, we have Mark Henn. Mark Henn joined Walt Disney Animation Studios in 1980, where he became an assistant animator on Fox and the Hound. His first major assignment was animating Disney's most beloved character, Mickey Mouse, in Mickey's Christmas Carol, Mickey's first big screen appearance in 30 years. Mark would go on to serve as the supervising animator for 5 female leads, more than any one artist in the history of the studio. These would be Ariel, supervised by Glenn Keane, Belle, supervised by James Baxter, Jasmine, Mulan, and Tiana. Yep. He also animated Simba from The Lion King, the title character in Pocahontas, and Giselle from Enchanted. Most recently, Mark has helped a whole new generation of Disney animators bring the illusion of life to character animation in CG features such as Ralph Breaks the Internet. He was lead 2D animator on Big Hero 6 and Frozen, and served as a 2D animator for Minnie Maui in Moana. In 2000, Mark brought his vast animation experience to directing the acclaimed short John Henry. In 2013, he received the prestigious Winsor McKay Award for Lifetime Achievement, ASIFA's highest award in animation. And in 2018, befitting his longtime association with Mickey Mouse, Mark was commissioned to paint Mickey's official portrait for the character's 90th anniversary. From Mickey and Little Mermaid to Minnie Maui, the enchantment of Disney animation is personal for this animator. That's how that sentence reads.
Yeah, when I saw Mark Henn's name on this list of people being honored this year, I was really happy. So let's move on here.
Get ready for a long one. We have Frank Oz. A creator, director, producer, performer, writer, actor, icon, superlatives, all that describe the one and only Frank Oz. As a respected director, Frank has helmed more than a dozen films, including co-directing The Dark Crystal with Jim Henson, The Muppets Take Manhattan, Little Shop of Horrors, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, What About Bob, In and Out, Bowfinger, The Score, Death at a Funeral, Muppet Guys Talking, and others, as well as the 2021 Hulu presentation of the long-running off-Broadway hit he also directed, Derek DeGalio's In and of Itself. A 4-time Emmy winner, Frank is the recipient of the Art Directors Guild Contribution to Cinematic Imagery Award, the Comedy Awards Creative Achievement Award, the Saturn Lifetime Achievement Award, 2 George Foster Peabody Awards, 3 Gold Records, 2 Platinum Records, and a host of other accolades and honors. He originated and performed the characters of Grover, Bert, and Cookie Monster for Sesame Street, along with Miss Piggy, Fozzie, Sam Eagle, and Animal for The Muppet Show. performing in hundreds of television shows and specials with the Muppets, including the memorable Muppet Vision 3D for Disney parks. Frank also originated and performed the character of Yoda for George Lucas's Star Wars Galaxy, first in Empire Strikes Back, and followed by Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. He's also acted in several live-action movies from The Blues Brothers to Knives Out, and has voiced characters in Disney and Pixar's Monsters, Inc., Inside Out, and Inside Out 2.
For anybody wondering, Miss Pizzy is one of the Muppets.
The Muppets, Miss Pizzy,
I love
Cormit.
it.
Piggy and Fozzie are like all mixed up there.
No, I
Hey,
really
reading's
love it.
hard.
Oh, I
No,
know.
no.
That's why I'm
I-
glad you're doing this.
We're so close to the end. Next up, we have Kelly Ripa. Kelly Ripa is one of the most powerful voices in media, with a diverse body of work both on and off camera. With a career at ABC spanning over 30 years, Kelly has welcomed viewers with her sharp wit every morning as the co-host and executive producer of the nationally syndicated show Live. Beginning her career in entertainment as an actress, Kelly has starred in numerous celebrated television series, appearing on such shows as soap opera All My Children and the sitcom Hope and Faith. Kelly and her husband, Mark Consuelos, ventured into the development side of entertainment when they began their production company, Milojo Productions. I hope I'm saying that right. Milojo. Milojo.
You got it right.
Maybe. Anyway, Milojo produces content across multiple platforms, producing the Emmy-nominated documentary The Streak for ESPN and the critically acclaimed documentary Off the Res for TLC. She earned numerous accolades over the years, including multiple Daytime Emmy Awards, the prestigious Excellence in Media Award from GLAAD, and Glamour Woman of the Year Award. She was also recognized by The Hollywood Reporter as part of the Women in Entertainment Power 100 list, as well as the publication's 35 most powerful people in media. In September 2022, Kelly added New York Times best-selling author to her resume when her collection, Live Wire Long-Winded Short Stories, was published. Additionally, she recently launched the second season of her own podcast titled Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ripa. She lives in New York City with Mark Consuelos, and together the couple have 3 children.
All right.
Next up, we have Joe Rody.
Finally.
It's in alphabetical order. I can't do anything about it.
No, I mean in general.
Oh, in
Yeah,
general.
general.
Okay, yes. Yes. Retiring in 2021 as a portfolio creative executive with over 40 years at Walt Disney Imagineering, Joe Rody was the overall creative executive and supervising designer for Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, including later expansions such as Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain, and Pandora, the World of Avatar. Joe's other notable projects include the Adventurers Club, formerly part of the Pleasure Island at Walt Disney World, Aulani, a Disney resort and spa in Ko Olina, Hawaii, and Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout at Disney California Adventure. Joe grew up in Honolulu and the San Fernando Valley, creating art and theater sets, acting in school productions, and exploring film backlots with his cameraman father. He attended Occidental College, graduated with a major in studio art, and went to work as a teacher, where at 25 he was recruited by Walt Disney Imagineering. His first assignment was as a model builder for the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot. Joe's big Imagineering break came with the development of a certain animal-focused theme park for the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park would prove to be a celebration of animals, a passionate argument for the coexistence of conservation and communities, and a recognition of the essential role that the ecosystems play in our existence. Joe was also instrumental in creating the Disney Conservation Fund, which has distributed over $125 million in grants to projects worldwide. He is well known for his intensive focus on the philosophy of narrative, placemaking, and experimental storytelling. I said that right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, experiential storytelling, not experimental storytelling. Experiential storytelling. Those are 2 different words. Anyway, Joe now uses his art to raise funds for both international conservation and local community projects. In 2022, he received the Disney Conservation Fund's first Conservation Legacy Award, and he's appeared on numerous documentaries about Imagineering. So yes, finally.
Yay!
And lastly, we have our second musical guest, John Williams. The unforgettable music of John Williams is the soundtrack of our lives. In a career spanning more than 6 decades, this most prolific of movie composers has created the music for over 100 films, including all 9 Star Wars saga films, all 5 Indiana Jones films. Born and raised in New York, John moved to Los Angeles with his family in 1948, venturing back to the East Coast to attend the Juilliard School. He later returned to Los Angeles to commence his career. Early on, Williams composed the music for more than 200 television films and numerous TV series, including Lost in Space for 20th Century Fox. John's artistic partnership with director Steven Spielberg, now in its 50th year, led to an introduction to fellow Disney legend George Lucas and what became the biggest film phenomenon of its time, Star Wars. John has received 5 Academy Awards and 58 Oscar
54.
nominations. 54. What did I say? 58? I can't read.
It's okay.
It's the last one. I'm almost there. 54 Oscar nominations, most recently for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, making him the Academy's most nominated living person and the second most nominated person in history of the Oscars, a number second only to Walt Disney. He has also received 7 British Academy Awards, 26 Grammys, 4 Golden Globes, and 5 Emmys, as well as the National Medal of Arts, the Kennedy Center Honors, and an honorary knighthood from Queen Elizabeth II. And that has been the Disney Legends class of 2024. And I'm done talking for a while.
You did it.
Yes, good job. Like, honestly, you rocked it. As I was listening to the last sentence, I'm just thinking, dang, John Williams, what a life. What a life. Like all the awards and knighthood. Like, what more can he, this is like, I guess my mind is like, with all the awards and everything in his head, like I think he just needed the Disney Legends Award, and I'm really glad he's around for this.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That I think a lot of people that we look up to don't always get the type of recognition that as fans we want to give them when they're around.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, like, Joe Rohde's one of those people, right? Like, there's tons of Imagineers that have gotten the Disney Legend Award, posthumously, and it's not. I'm glad that they're able to celebrate all the hard work that they've put into, the company. So, it's a good class. I have to admit that I wanted to do an episode where we speculated who we thought was going to be. I know we originally speculated that Joe Rohde was going to be one of the honorees this year, so I'm happy to say that we were spot on with that one. And I had it on my list of episodes to pitch for us to do because, the D23 stuff was going to start gearing up. And then Ryan Seacrest goes out and, announces all those, all the honorees on the D23
Friggin' Ryan
YouTube
Seacrest
channel.
with his teeth and his face.
Right?
Stealing the episode from us.
How dare he?
But
I got this hat.
You did. I'm just a little bummed. I love this class. Like, this is just, it's amazing. I kind of wish Lanny Smoot was on it, and I was like, oh.
Next year or 2 years from now.
Hopefully.
2 years from now.
Here's a question:
What?
if for Imagineering, basically specifically, have they honored active employees with a Disney legend? Because Lanny Smoot is still a current employee with Walt Disney Imagineering.
I'm pretty sure that Rob Coltrane was still employed with Imagineering when he got honored at the last expo.
Okay, well then it's possible.
Yeah, so
There it is.
I
just
want to
wanna-
say
I-
yes.
Yeah, I just want to like make sure that like there's probably some secret rule. I don't know. There's
Probably.
rules, or there's a committee.
Yeah.
But they probably already had this year's like in the bag when he got that award and everything too. They probably had it last year. Who was getting this award?
Right.
The Disney Legends class. So I'm sure next time, for sure. Well,
Yeah.
not for sure, but there's a good chance.
Well, so many things happening for D23 this year, especially now that we're going to be having an entire week worth of celebratory events leading up to the expo, the splitting off into the Honda Center. I can't tell you I'm happy about it. I have
We'll
like such
figure it
mixed
out.
feelings, right?
We're gonna do it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I have such mixed feelings about it because from a visual standpoint, I can see how it's a benefit to do it, especially considering that instead of looking at these weird screens across the room, there's the giant screens up in the center of the Honda Center, right? So you can see things a lot clearer. And the way that the stage is set up, obviously, you're going to be looking down right at the stage. So,
And capacity too. Like it gives more. This is my biggest thing. Is like it gives more people the opportunity, a guaranteed opportunity, to see these events where it
That
was
is true.
it was a lot more difficult. I mean, it's a different kind of difficult now,
yeah.
but this is a guaranteed kind of difficult. You get a seat, it's there for you, but you have to go all the way to the Honda Center, which is kind of
Right.
annoying.
So that's the biggest thing I have.
And
a problem
do I get
with,
free
so
parking at the Honda Center?
I hope so.
That I hope
That
so.
I don't know, or I got to pay like $50. What's going on there?
I hope. I don't remember reading anything about that, but we'll have. That's actually a really
There's
good question. that
Going
we
to
should
be an
answer.
investigation.
Yeah, and I'm going to continue the investigation to try to figure out who the youngest honoree was for a Disney Legend Award because.
Before.
I mean, I tried to do a search right now, and the closest I came was I was able to find who the youngest Disney Legend is right now. However, a lot of them have passed on, so technically it's Ming Na Wen, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And she's like 60. So, but she was
Josh
honored
Gad's younger
years
than-
ago,
oh,
right? So
gotcha. When
there's a couple dates that we have to take into consideration because it's not their age now; it's the age that they were honored as a Disney
all right,
Legend.
we're sending another
So,
email.
We'll find the answer to that, and once we have it, I think it's a dandy question to have on a Quizneyland episode.
Yeah, maybe I'll figure it out and put it on this week's episode because I haven't done it yet.
So are we three and going?
I'm going
I'm leaning towards it at this point.
100% as long as I can get the tickets. I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I've already booked the hotel. I booked the hotel.
You did. You're
when
smart.
when the dates were announced.
Yeah.
I have my hotel.
The hard part is that if it was just me trying to go for like a day or two, it's like $300, right? But then you start tacking in kids and additional meals and everything. Family of 4 is much more expensive. So
Oh yeah.
you have to start trying to consider, like, should we take them one day? Should they not go? Should we go? Am I even going to be able to hang all day or all 3 days? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know where I'm going to be at in August, right? So trying to take everything a day at a time and trying to figure out
Well, you got a couple
if,
days to decide
yeah.
when the tickets go on sale.
Yeah, the biggest problem is obviously that if I don't jump on the ticket now, it's going to be almost impossible to get it later, right? I ran into that before, trying to wait even a month, and I didn't end up going to one of the panels that I wanted to because I couldn't get a Saturday ticket last time. So it's definitely something that I have to decide before they go on sale. I don't think there's any refunds again. There's no refunds, and they're not transferable. So if something happens, hopefully it doesn't, right? But I have to be prepared to either only do partial days, or if something happens that I can't go, I just have to be willing to say, oh well, I couldn't go that day.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
worse things have happened. So
Yeah,
we'll
definitely.
see. But as it stands right now, I want to go, and I'm planning to go if everything works out. So.
And what about you, Melissa?
Oh, I miss it. I miss it. I don't know.
Back
I don't
at
think
it.
I'm gonna do the Honda Center because every expo day I'm like done. I'm done. I just want to go home. And I'll just catch highlights online. It's
There you go. These will probably be, I don't know if these are going to be the live stream one, but they're going to be live streaming stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm
knows?
sure. Yeah.
It stinks that this is probably one of the one of the classes that I would love to have seen, considering I miss Danny Elfman.
just take Monday.
Oh
off,
no, I already
Melissa.
planned to.
So then it's fine. Just do Sunday night. Come on. Think about it. Because then you can
will.
see John freaking
know.
Williams.
Musical
Harrison
guest,
Ding
John
Ding
Williams.
Ford.
I know.
Joe,
I think
mother loving roadie.
I think
I'm trying
it's
to think
more
of
like
more-
I want to hear the music live.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
The earring.
And that does.
It'll be there.
You know, you brought up a really great point about the streaming. I think at the last expo, the sections of the expo that they were recording and they were supposedly streaming or were going to be made available for streaming, I think was a test run to see what their capabilities were in those places. Because if you recall, most of the larger panels were recorded, and there are recordings of them. And for the most part, I think a lot of those recordings, as far as the public is concerned, were really just used to post clips and to just kind of like, post updates of what was happening. There weren't extended videos of any of the panels or anything like that. They were really just for clips and stuff. And I think they may have figured out that because of how the hall is set up, where their limitations were and what they were able to pull off. But the Honda Center is one of those venues that has camera equipment set up for specific close-ups and from different angles, entire
true.
arena shots because of the concerts and the games and everything that happened there. So from a production standpoint, those three events, this may very well be the first year that on Disney Plus we'll be able to watch those events. I don't know if they're going to be, again, this is all speculation, right? There's nothing that says that they are doing this, but from a production standpoint, the ability is there for them to do it. So this could be one of those things where a month into it, or a month after the expo, they post them on Disney Plus for free, or for people that aren't able to go live or aren't, they're out of state or whatever the case is, maybe there's a premium so you can watch them on Disney Plus, like they did with some of the films that you were able to watch in advance on Disney Plus. You pay like $20-$30 and you can watch the streams from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to worry about the shuttle, the parking, anything, but you get a great seat because it's being filmed, for it. So I'm hoping
only time will tell.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's an option that they offer. It would be great, especially considering how far the seats are. It's cool to be a part of it, and it's cool to watch it on the big screen and everything, but there is something to be said to have a visual of them up close when things like this are happening. So
definitely,
even if you attend, having the ability to watch it on Disney Plus later would be super cool.
Yeah.
So get to experience it again for the first time.
Of course.
Up close. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Tons of D23 news. If there's anything that you're looking forward to seeing this year at D23, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts on any of the announcements. How do you feel about the Honda Center now hosting three of the biggest panels that happen at the expo? And are you planning on doing the expo and going to the Honda Center later that evening? We'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. Quizneyland will be available this week. Make sure that
Sometime.
you are, make sure that you're subscribed.
I got behind and I haven't done anything about it yet, so
Life
it'll
happens.
come out when it
It
does.
does. It does.
I've got ideas. I just haven't put them on recording yet, so stay tuned.
Yeah,
I guess.
but it'll be
There you go.
available at some point.
It will eventually.
On that
The
note,
next couple of days.
Yeah, on
4,
that
5,
note,
6, 11 days.
I just want to say thank you again to everyone that listens and everybody that comments and hangs out with us on a weekly basis. I know that our release schedule has been a little weird recently, especially after we transitioned into video. Those of you that edit videos and put this type of media stuff together know that there's always an additional editing time and everything that goes into the videos that you produce. And I had an idea that it was going to add some additional time to editing. It just added way more than I anticipated, especially as we try to find a groove for what we want the videos to look like and, you know, what we want it all to be before it gets posted to YouTube. So I just want to say thank you for everyone, your comments, your support, your patience as we release all of the episodes. I can't speak for anybody else, but I know I'm having fun doing the video versions of these because there's tons of times that we talk about things that we wish there was a visual, and we can post it on Discord. We could do all sorts of things. We could post a little screenshot on Instagram, but I'm gonna be honest, the guy that runs this sometimes, like, he forgets to post. Like, he's not great at it. So I don't know, somebody's got to talk to him, wave a finger at him for not
life
posting
happens.
it. But so anyhow, again, thank you so much for your support. We really truly appreciate it. Andrew's showing off a bunch of stuff he's going to give away. He's got a bunch of stickers. We got to start putting those together. Oh, that's a keychain. Look at that. All sorts of good stuff. Look at that. I love it. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out with us this week. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and always remember to pass on the magic. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.